people want to know what's up.
Just gutters and stripes.
He's gotta get his coffee.
Make some cream and sugar too. For 5.5 years, we have always used some type of sleeve. On good days, held the bagels in.
We have a new team member starting, summer intern.
If you do it, I think you're capable. You'll be a hero.
Griffin's good.
Hey, Red L, it's Jon from Mighty Mill.
I had to get you surfing.
Oh my God. Today, we have a new team member starting. So we have an intern, summer intern, but it's really interesting. He has agreed to go to LA, and he also is gonna, I think we're gonna get an opportunity in San Diego with Costco and potentially San Francisco, and he's up for doing all three, which is pretty amazing. He has to be trained and become kind of a brand expert in 2 days before he ships out. So today we're gonna go to Lynn and where it all started and get him kind of immersed in everything we do and making sure he understands everything and can get some new customers and tell him why One Mighty Mill is the best. Sell a lot of bread. How's the week been?
Good. Yeah.
Hi, I'm gonna be recording you today. How's it going? Nice to meet you. I do our social media. He's gotta get his coffee.
Yep. Make some cream and sugar too.
The people want to know what's up.
Just gutters and stripes.
So this is going to be this is your full day of training, right? So you're going to learn everything from walking in the back door to going to going to the customer service. How do you talk to the team at the store to find out where they want you to set up? How do you sell? And then all the way, how do you break down? And then last thing is getting your sales report. There's like a 30-minute trail on the data. So you want to do it at the very last thing you do because you want to get credit for all your sales. And the other thing that they have access to, which is important, either in receiving or from the store, you can say like, hey, I'm doing a demo on our distributor. I'm worried about the distributor. Like they didn't bring enough product. Can you run an on-hand report? That on-hand report tells you to the number of how many units are in the store. Hopefully you never need to do the on-hand thing, but that's what that system does at the store level. That is really important for us. You've seen our packaging, right? The sleeve on top of the bread. The packaging has been like the most stressful. Besides distribution, it's been very stressful because when you're making something out of paper, it can't hold up the same way. I bet on every demo you'll see like 1 or 2, which is okay. That we lose that, we get charged for that. We can live with that. But there was moments when it was like 15%. So you would see like 15. It's really tough. If you see it, you can report it. If you report it, you'll just know that I will punch myself in the head, which is not probably a great reaction because it's my fault. What will be more of an issue is making sure that our distributor gets the product there for you. But we feel good about the new one.
So he understands Costco.
Wow. Thanks. One of us.
He's ready for Costco. He understands the products. He understands almost everything, but I think take him on a deep journey.
You did like a first test print that was just, design wasn't tweaked at all.
For 5 years, or 5.5 years, we have always used some type of sleeve. It didn't always look like this. It used to be kind of a square that on good days held the bagels in. In a perfect world, our packaging looks like this, and the bagels are in here, and it looks great and standing up vertically. But in reality, what we see more and more is that our bagels lay like this, or unfortunately, sometimes our packaging is crooked, or the bagels are slipping out. When you invest so much in this and you're not getting enough value, you start to question, when is the right time to move away from it? And then the second piece is, as we've grown, we just can't keep up. We're outgrowing kind of the manual process. And so we are finally at the point of going to be a much more conventional type of pack, which is just one bag. And Ayana and I now are struggling to make sure that the key points of difference are clear and that we can still potentially stop a customer to understand why we're better, why we're different. And you'll see there's some significant differences, right? Like this is such a simple thing, but this is a straight piece of paper. Everything on here is easy to read, it's vertical, and it's clear. All of a sudden you put things in a bag and everything's cinched up and crooked and crinkly, and even the colors are more muted. It's just, there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
The other bad thing is, like, in reality, a lot of times our bagels are gonna be merchandised like this. They just are, even if we don't want them to be. And so now you're dealing with even less space, less visibility. And so what it comes down to is every bit of space on this, it has to be maximized, and we have to utilize it so that we don't waste anything. And so we have a lot of work to do because this isn't gonna work. So
No.
one thing is, if you look at this package, you don't know, I mean, you know it's bagel, but do you know it's bagel? So you have, we listed here, but if you looked at other products on the bread aisle, even though it's bagels, like Thomas's Bagels, it says Thomas's Bagels. It's like it's a billboard for bagels.
John has a good point. Like here, right, we're seeing classic plain, and then we have tiny organic bagels. But on the bottom, because we have less space, we have to stack it. So this is like larger text. I think we should play with that in front. I think the top can be cool.
Yeah.
It's like double the info. Hey, Tony.
This guy's exhausted after.
All right, Griffin, you got to eat, and then you got to get on the road because 12:01. Let's go. I'll be right back.
Okay, I want to understand pretty well with like the bagger. Make sure that it matches up with. I'll talk to you. I don't know if they need a new bagger but it's got to be perfect from their side.
Yeah. He didn't have any concerns on Friday.
Maybe shut. That would make me feel better. Like I'll talk to him. Meanwhile, on the bread, like I haven't dealt with this, but yeah, we're still getting, I don't know, 15% that are not matched up with the front. It's hard to get a straight answer out of why that happens. But as I know it, I think I think if they run faster, it'll be easier. Because when we run slow, the system has harder time.
And Friday or Thursday,
What?
there was an issue with the bag, so we had to run in plain bags because it was like urgent. It was like happening online at Alvarado. So they had to switch. It sucks, but we had no choice.
Wait, so what does that mean? That one's smaller?
No, there was just something about it was ripping, so there was something defective in it, and so Costco, you just get the sleeve. Griffin's good. Listen, he's willing to just walk into Costco, just start selling.
You do what I think you're capable of. You will be a hero. You'll be celebrating your name.
100, just 100 every time.
The Duxbury will be blind.
Griffin's officially being set free after 3 hours of training. He's now going to go to Market Basket and train at a demo at Market Basket in Westford. And then tomorrow he's going to take his California food handlers test. And then on Wednesday he's going to get on a flight to LA. And then on Thursday he's going to be inside Costco with David being trained. And then on Saturday and Sunday he's going to sell 100 units each day of our twin pack whole wheat organic bread.
Is he gonna beat our record?
I don't think so.
Eventually.
Maybe.
I'm feeling it.
He's going to be there for 2.5 weeks, so he'll have 10 shots at it, 10 demos. It's 53 minutes to Market Basket, so try to get out of here by 12:30. All right, so eat, relax, and then come down, grab your stuff, and say goodbye.
Cool.
All right.
That's good. Thank you.
All right.
To grow up so quick, John. You set him off in the workforce.
I know, so crazy. That guy's going to be great.
One thing that I thought was interesting about your old packaging was you used this, but also you printed some text on the old bags
For bread, yeah.
for bread.
Yeah.
Is that going to be different moving forward?
We won't have that secondary bag anymore because we'll lose this on bread. So we've never printed on the plastic bag for bagels before, which Emma, you know this, you've heard from consumers. They like forget a brand name or forget the type of product that they purchase because we're not. Yeah, the macros. Yeah, like the nutritional label.
I do think for someone like me who deals with a lot of customer questions, this will be helpful for that. There will be no question once it's in your freezer.
Yeah.
Who we are, what is in it, what we're about.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll have to test it with Mike at Rockland to make sure that
That actually works.
that it'll work. But yeah, I think we can go as narrow as we need to.
These are also more oval.
Yeah.
Circle.
This is a bad example. Not to spec.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Sir, how you doing? Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, well, thank you. Thank you. What's happening over there in Boston?
We're looking at the version 2 prototype bag that you printed.
For which, the bagel? Yeah,
Yeah, for the bagels. Oh, look at that.
got it.
Adam, tell us again what the deadline is for art.
We really want artwork finalized by the end of this week, and to know that the size is where it needs to be if we have to tweak it a little bit. I'm just concerned that, I don't want us to lose another, middle of next week or the end of next week making, and if we have to, we have to. But making another round of prototypes again with different artwork and all of that. Bagels, we have time for that. The bread's going to be a little tighter.
Got it?
What's up for the rest of the day?
Make some phone calls, talk to some distributors. Hey, Red L, it's John from Mighty Mill. This is for the drivers. I got some t-shirts for the drivers in LA.
Typical day in Mighty Mill. How do you think it went overall?
It was okay. Not great. We need to be more productive. Tomorrow we'll get some more done. Hopefully we're not videotaping it.
All right, see ya.